Alrighty, and here we go. Let's get GOBUSTEROH all together. We'll take all the mechs and combine them in the proper way to turn them into super powerful GoBuster mech. The gobuster-oh. So, GoBuster Ace starts off in his regular robot mode, and what you want to do is pop Cheetah Nick out of here and pop his sword off, just like that. You want to flip his head, his little glasses, and his headpiece back, and you'll see here the ports are right here. You want to take these and rotate them up like that. Bring those ports down to the bottom here, and then fold in his feet like that. He can still kind of stand. So that's how you prepare GoBuster Ace. Ready? Gorosaki, you just want to break down into his respective, all the various pieces you saw me pull apart and reattach together in his video. Just break him up into pieces as well. And then for USADA, rabbit trick, you want to pull this off, pop off USADA head, pop off the front piece, pop off this piece, and then take this and split it in half, the rear half of the rabbit, and also pop off these boosters. Now the boosters we're going to go ahead right now and attach on either side of the sword. Just like this. That's all we do with those. We just attach them to the sword, kind of bulk up the sword a little bit. We're going to attach the helicopter blade back onto here. We're going to flip the feet up and around like that again, and flip out the fist on that side. Same thing on this side, except we're not going to be attaching the helicopter blade. We just flip these out and flip out the fist. Alright, and now on Gorosaki we flip in his Gorilla Mode fists on each of these pieces. Take the leg pieces and fold in the wheels here. And then we snap them together like that. And those are going to form GoBusteroh's lower feet. Again, take the wheels, flip them in, and then just right there like that. And now that that's done, we take these and we're going to, you can kind of see there's a little notch here that's going to fit over the hinge on GoBuster Ace's foot. You snap that in there like that. And snap that in there like that. Coming up higher, we're going to take this chest assembly. We're going to pull this down kind of as a cod piece. We're going to fold the, again, they pop off very easily. Fold the wheels down like this. Then we're going to take Gorosaki in head mode. We're going to push down on his helmet to cover his eyes. And then we're going to plug him in upside down right here. I'll fold his legs back a little bit. There we go. Plug him in like that, and then this is actually going to plug in where Cheetah Nick's head was. Plugs in right there on the chest. Just to give you an idea what's going on. And then we'll take the arms, and they're going to plug into those ports we showed you on the front of his arms that we rotated down to the bottom. The arms plug in just like this. The sword can slide up into the hand, just like it does on GoBuster Ace itself. Put the sword in his hand. Out there like that. And then the two Cheetah Nick plugs in onto this shoulder. There's a little port. And then USADA, same thing over here, plugs in on this shoulder. I'm going to turn him around. Now at this point, like his GoBuster Ace's arms are just kind of hanging off the back here. What I like to do, I'll rotate him up and just kind of hide them up against the body behind the heads. There's not really an elegant way to do it, but that way they're just kind of, they're not hanging back there like arms. Take the wing bit, kind of angle him out like that. You'll see this little attachment point right here. You just plug that right into his back. Turn him around, and then you take the little mini helicopter blade, flip that up to form the faceplate, and that's going to plug in right over his face. And there is GoBuster-oh all combined. Now, right now, he kind of looks like a mishmash. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, like, the design itself, I've seen pictures of, like, the actual concept design, and it looks pretty cool. But this I'm a little iffy on. Now, what I like to do also is, like, this blade over here, I'll rotate that up here, just to kind of get it out of the way so it's not hanging down quite so obnoxiously. You can do that. I don't want to make final judgments on him yet, because we still have Beatbuster and Stagbuster, who are a couple of Beetle-themed characters. They'll probably have at least one mech with them. I've seen kind of a shadowy outline of a beetle-shaped mech, and that will most likely combine with gobuster-oh. This may not be the final form. There may be at least one or two more mechs to combine with him, so I don't want to say this is dumb, because this is not the final form. It's okay. It's just a little weird to me. I think maybe if they had fixed it so you could flip these pieces back and maybe this piece didn't hang out here so far, like if this were more flush with the leg, I think it would probably look a little better. But yeah, it's kind of it's definitely three vehicles mushed together to form a giant robot. I like the idea of putting the thrusters on the sword. I think that's cool. I should probably flip that around so the busters, whatever. But so yeah, I like the fact that there's storage for all the heads. It's kind of Ghost Sager-ish that way. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing him in live action on the show just to see how it plays out. But honestly, like, while I'm not a big fan of gobuster-oh, I love the three individual mechs. And because they have all these robots that control them have personalities, the mechs themselves have kind of become characters. So individually, I love the three mechs individually. They're totally worth picking up. Gobuster-oh combined, I'm waiting to see how the final form with everything attached to him, because you know there's going to be more stuff down the line before I make my final judgment. I think this, as it is it's growing on me, but I think just as it is, especially in the toy-wise, it's a little bit of a mess. We'll see how it turns out. But I still recommend picking up the individual mechs, because they are all very cool. But there you have it. There is gobuster-oh. And again, thanks to CSToys for selling these and making these available. You guys are great.